How to do simultaneous cooking in MultiCook? Very simple. Let's go to recipes. We have the MultiCook section, which by default already comes with a series of MultiCooks created already. We acquire equipment, recipes come to us. In this case, let's use the example of a hamburger, a complete hamburger, the hamburger patty with the bun, with the French fries. We need to have the recipe saved beforehand to be able to create the MultiCook. In this case, we have the bread, which will be 30 seconds, the burger meat 2.5 minutes, and the fries 3.5 minutes. This system allows me to load everything at once. And my team will let me know what I need to remove at any moment from inside the cab. Let's make a recipe for potato breast, okay? In a multi-cooker system. Simple. We go part of recipes, we go to multi-cooker, we press the plus sign. As you see on the screen, we go to number 1, press the positive, add the potatoes, which will be 3.5 minutes, add the chicken breast. We would put the name, which we will call chicken breast with potatoes. We could also include the photo for the MultiCook. Once we have already created what we want to cook, it would simply be as easy as clicking save. We have already saved our MultiCook. And now we move on to cooking. We press cook, select temperature 275, the one we recommend, and look for the recipe we just saved from MultiCook, in this case, potato breast. We will do all of this with our accessory. Okay? We would put the potatoes here, we would put the chicken breast here. Remember the food that will come out first, okay? It has to be at the beginning to be able to remove it. In this case, we will use only 2 accessories. We load the equipment, open it, and place our products. And we select the recipe. Notice the time for the chicken breast, okay? In this case, it is 2.5 minutes, 3.5 minutes for the potatoes. Once the breast alerts us, which will be indicated on the screen with the help of another of our accessories, in this case the paddle, as you can see it is thinner, to be able to remove the longer Teflon or the individual Teflon. This process allows me to do these types of cooking, let's see, without needing so much supervision of the product. With this I can focus on doing other things, or I have to plate a dish, or I'm also making a hamburger. To be able to decorate it, the necessary time to prepare these recipes, because for that I don't need so much supervision. We have different accessories. This is the Teflon, the large one, okay, which allows me to make more product at once, okay. Then we also have the grill accessory, the tongs to handle that grill, the grill that will give me those marks if I, for example, am going to make a ribeye steak, to get all those grill marks. Remember that we have already said previously that we can use any type of container, okay, inside our Mychef Quick. Notice that in just 1 little minute, we would have the chicken breast with potatoes, okay? You will see that the screen on the interface will highlight in green the product we need to remove, and so on. We can create up to 4 ingredients. We can use the 4 small Teflons you have seen and put them in at the same time. Imagine what we said earlier, also an example of a complete hamburger, right? The hamburger meat, the bread, the fries, the bacon, I can do it all at once, and then I go removing as the product comes out. Well, let's go prepare our spatula, because in 30 seconds we will have our breast prepared, and then it will just be potatoes. Important, what we have been saying in previous videos, right, about that we don't need an exhaust for making all this product. The easy installation, plug and play, single phase connection. Remind you a bit of all this when placing our equipment anywhere in the kitchen or counter. Notice how it indicates that the cooking is already finished. Simple. We open the door, we would remove what would be our breast, close it, and notice how the next cooking continues. You have 40 seconds left, and it's going to be repetitive again. When the time is up, it will notify us, we remove it, and we would have our chicken breast with potatoes finished without any supervision, which is very important. Well, let's prepare our spatula. 20 seconds and we have this. Then we will have our chicken breast with potatoes prepared and ready to consume. Notice that we can even add photos to the multi-cook. We can put a photo of the product we are making. Notice that it is already telling us the cooking is finished. We open the door and we will remove the other Teflon. We close the door and our equipment keeps maintaining the temperature. For the next preparation, we have to make